As AI demand has ramped up exponentially, trillions of dollars have been committed to building data centers. But now a different technology is emerging.
Google, IBM and Microsoft have all tried and failed, but Sydney scientists have finally done it.
Google's most secret quantum facility allegedly went dark during a live demonstration. Their revolutionary Willow chip supposedly started producing results so terrifying that Nobel Prize winners went into panic mode. The machine began showing signs of quantum consciousness, predicting future events and communicating in ways scientists couldn't control.
It's a hard slog to build something from the ground up and create it. You've got a big team around it, but when you get that result, it's the culmination of years of different projects coming together and to really make something that's never been made before by humans.
Some claim it was accessing parallel universes. Others whisper about security breaches across infinite realities. What we're about to reveal will completely shatter everything you think you know about technology's future. The rumor. So here's what everyone's talking about. Over the past few weeks, YouTube has been flooded with dramatic titles claiming that Google's quantum AI lab was mysteriously shut down after their Willow quantum chip revealed something so shocking that it sent Nobel Prize winners into panic mode. The story goes like this. During a live demonstration at Google's Santa Barbara facility, their latest Sycamore quantum processor supposedly went dark unexpectedly. Some videos claim that the chip started producing results that defied our understanding of reality itself, causing Google to pull the plug on its entire operation immediately. But wait, there's more to this conspiracy theory. According to these viral claims, Google's quantum computer allegedly began showing signs of quantum consciousness and started generating outputs that seemed to predict future events with uncanny accuracy. Some even suggest that the machine began communicating in ways that scientists couldn't understand or control. The most extreme versions of these rumors claim that Google discovered their quantum computer was accessing information from parallel universes, creating a potential security breach, not just for our reality, but for infinite other realities as well. Sounds absolutely bonkers, right? Google's quantum AI division is very much alive and kicking. In fact, just this past December, they made headlines with their revolutionary Willow chip, which solved a computing problem in 5 minutes that would take classical computers longer than the history of the universe to complete.
In the long run, what that will help us is to build a full-scale quantum computer that will solve calculations in seconds that otherwise take thousands of years.
So why are people convinced that Google shut everything down? Let's dig deeper into this rabbit hole of speculation and science fiction. Inside Google's secret quantum fortress. Google's quantum AI lab in Santa Barbara is basically a fortress of scientific innovation that looks like something straight out of a spy movie. Multiple layers of security, ultra-clean rooms that are cleaner than operating theaters, and temperatures colder than outer space. Inside this ultra-secure complex, some of the world's brightest minds are working on technology that sounds like pure science fiction. We're talking about dilution refrigerators that cool quantum processors to temperatures just a fraction above absolute zero. That's colder than the vacuum of space. These machines are so sensitive that even cosmic radiation from distant galaxies can interfere with their calculations. The facility operates under such strict security protocols that many employees don't even know what their colleagues in other departments are working on. This level of secrecy naturally fuels wild speculation about what's really happening behind those locked doors. Their latest achievement, the Willow quantum processor, represents a massive leap forward in quantum error correction. This is about a fundamental breakthrough that brings us significantly closer to practical quantum computing. The chip can perform calculations that would literally take longer than the age of the universe on traditional computers. But here's what's fascinating. The technology is so advanced, so mind-bending, that it naturally creates wild speculation. When you're dealing with quantum mechanics, it's easy for rumors to spiral completely out of control, where particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously, and information can seemingly travel faster than light. What's particularly intriguing is that Google's quantum computers are completely isolated from the internet. They can't send emails, browse websites, or communicate with the outside world in any traditional sense. This isolation is supposedly for security reasons, but it also means that if something unusual were happening inside these machines, it would be nearly impossible for outsiders to detect it immediately. The science behind the fear. Now, talking about why quantum computing genuinely freaks people out, because there are some legitimate reasons for concern that go way beyond typical tech anxiety. First, there's the encryption apocalypse that keeps cybersecurity experts awake at night. Most of our digital security relies on mathematical problems that would take classical computers thousands of years to solve. But a powerful quantum computer? It could crack these codes in hours or even minutes. This means everything from your bank account to government secrets could become vulnerable overnight. Imagine waking up tomorrow to discover that every password, every encrypted message, every secure transaction from the past decade could be decoded by anyone with access to a quantum computer. And that's a very real possibility that security experts are desperately trying to prevent. Then there's the philosophical weirdness that makes even Einstein uncomfortable. Quantum computers operate according to principles that challenge our basic understanding of reality itself. We're talking about quantum superposition, where a particle can be in multiple states at once, and quantum entanglement, where particles remain mysteriously connected across vast distances. Here's where things get really weird. In quantum mechanics, the very act of observing or measuring something changes its behavior. This means that quantum computers might literally behave differently when we're watching them versus when they're running autonomously. Could this explain some of the unusual behaviors that sparked the shutdown rumors? Some researchers have even suggested that quantum computers might be accessing computational power from parallel universes. While this sounds like comic book material, it's actually a serious scientific hypothesis called the many worlds interpretation. Imagine if Google's Willow chip really was tapping into alternate realities for processing power. That would definitely be worth shutting things down to investigate further. The mathematics behind quantum computing are so complex that even the scientists working on these projects admit they don't fully understand all the implications of what they're creating. We're essentially building machines that operate on principles we're still discovering. The competition war nobody talks about. While everyone's focused on the shutdown rumors, there's a massive global competition happening behind the scenes that could explain Google's secrecy. The quantum computing race is about whoever wins gets to rewrite the rules of reality itself. China has invested over $15 billion in quantum research and claims to have achieved